We've all gotten pretty used to AI that can think, right? The kind that writes our emails, generates incredible art, and answers pretty much any question we throw at it. But what about an AI that can actually do things? That's the leap we're talking about today. It's called Agentic AI. And honestly, it might be the biggest shift in tech we'll see this decade. So, what's the big deal? What's the actual difference here? Well, think of it this way. Generative AI, the kind we're all familiar with, is like a brilliant conversational partner. You give it a prompt, it gives you a response. Agentic AI, though, is more like an autonomous worker. You give it a goal, and it goes off and takes action all by itself, sending emails, booking your meetings, updating your CRM, whatever it takes to get the job done. It's the jump from a tool that just talks to a tool that truly acts. So to really get a handle on the incredible power and, yeah, the potential danger of an AI that can act, we first need to get clear on what an AI agent really is. At its heart, an AI agent is an autonomous system, and the keywords you really need to lock onto here are pursue complex goals and limited human intervention. So don't think of it like a simple script that just follows a list of commands. It's more like a really good project manager. You give it a high-level objective, and it figures out all the steps, makes its own decisions, and interacts with the whole digital world to make it happen. And this is the secret sauce, right? The engine that makes it all work is this agentic loop. It's this constant cycle. First, you give it a goal, say, plan a new marketing campaign. It then breaks that down into a whole multi-step plan. Next, it starts reasoning and taking action, using tools to fill in any gaps in its knowledge. Like if it doesn't know the best time to post on social media for a certain demographic, it can just go search the web or ping an analytics tool to find out. And finally, and this is the amazing part, it learns. If an ad doesn't do well, it analyzes that feedback to self-correct and do better next time. It's this nonstop cycle of plan, act, learn. And you know, this isn't just some theory or concept for a sci-fi movie. Agentic AI is already out there, in the wild, and it's completely reshaping major industries. So let's take a look at the wow moments it's creating right now. And the speed of adoption here is, well, it's just staggering. According to Gartner, we're going from just 1% of enterprise software having this tech in 2024 to a full third of it by 2028. This isn't some niche trend. It's quickly becoming a fundamental part of our digital world, and it's all happening incredibly fast. And this table just gives you a little snapshot of that impact. I mean, look at these numbers. In cybersecurity, you have agents neutralizing threats in milliseconds. That's literally faster than a human being could even blink. Or in drug discovery, cutting research and development time by a massive 70%. That's a total game changer for medicine. Across the board, from IT to healthcare, the efficiency gains are just huge. Let's just zoom in on that H&M example for a second. By handling 70% of customer questions all on its own, their AI agent didn't just cut down on support costs. It actually made the business better, leading to a 25% jump in sales conversions. That is an AI agent that is not just saving money, but is actively making money. Okay, but, and this is a really big but, with all this incredible power to act comes some really profound risk. This is that moment in the story where we have to hit pause and ask some very, very serious questions. What happens when one of these autonomous systems, designed to act on our behalf, just gets it wrong? I mean, a generative AI might give you a bad answer, and that's annoying, but an agentic AI will act on that bad answer. And the consequences there, they can be absolutely disastrous. So the first risk is one we're familiar with, but it's got a really dangerous new twist: hallucinations. An agent could just hallucinate an incorrect invoice amount and then, boom, autonomously email it to your biggest client. The real danger here isn't just an error, it's automated error at scale. And who's responsible? Well, unless the contract says something different, the organization that deployed the agent is on the hook for its mistakes, not the company that built the AI. This opens up a massive, brand new landscape of legal liability. Next up is security, and this is a huge one because these agents connect all your different systems, your email, your calendar, your databases. They're basically creating brand new highways for hackers to drive down. A malicious prompt could trick an agent into leaking sensitive data or running harmful commands. One security study was frankly terrifying. They found an agent without any constraints just accepted 90 out of 95 malicious prompts they sent it. Think about that. That is a 95% failure rate. It just goes to show how easily these powerful tools can be turned into weapons. And of course, we have to talk about privacy. An agent helping out an employee might get prompted with some confidential company data, which could then get stored improperly or even leaked. Or maybe the agent interacts with an outside tool,
like some third-party API, and it unintentionally discloses sensitive customer information. That's a compliance nightmare. Its very nature of being autonomous makes it a potential weak link in your entire data security chain.
And this visual just illustrates that technical danger perfectly. A single malicious prompt can kick off a whole chain reaction. The AI generates a harmful action, the agent executes it, and suddenly it's compromising not just its own system, but it could be reaching out and attacking other resources it's connected to. It's like a back door that can be swung wide open.
Okay, so the risks are serious, no doubt about it, but they are not insurmountable. And that brings us to the most important question of all. How do we build the right guardrails to adopt this technology safely and responsibly? For any company looking to use these agents, experts are recommending a pretty clear three-step approach. First, do your homework. Vet the vendors carefully and run small pilot tests before you go all in. Second, get it in writing. Their contracts have to spell out exactly who is liable for what and set firm limits on what the agent is allowed to do. And third, establish strong internal governance. That means clear rules and, critically, always keeping a human in the loop for any high-risk decisions. You don't want an AI autonomously executing a huge financial transaction, for instance, without a person signing off on it.
And the difference is just night and day. The risky approach is to just plug it in, give it the keys to the kingdom with full system access, and cross your fingers. A responsible approach means building in that human-in-the-loop review for important stuff and restricting the agent's access to only what it absolutely needs, often by running it in a secure sandbox, which is kind of like a digital playpen where it can't do any real damage if it goes off the rails. So, here's the bottom line. This technology is coming, and it's coming fast, whether we're ready for it or not. The question is no longer if we'll have an agentic future, but rather, how are we going to choose to build it? As Kathy Lee from the World Economic Forum puts it so well, it is already here, so we need to make sure we think about the ramifications. The time for just talking about this in theory is over. The need for practical, thoughtful, and safe implementation is right now. And that really leaves us with the ultimate question. We are building systems that can act as our proxies in the digital world, carrying out our intentions with incredible speed and scale. So, how will we make sure they act wisely? How will we choose to direct them? That's a decision we all have a stake in. Thanks for joining The Explainer.